Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, Earthlings, wherever you may be on planet Earth. I have just found a news item that's popped up which has intrigued me and says things in it that I dare not say. So I'm just going to read it out to Graham. How you doing all the way down there, Graham?
I'm drinking beer, darling.
So this is our Christmas table. We'll be looking at each other, either side of our candelabras here, roughing it in Spain, but not roughing it anywhere near as bad as Meghan and Harry, apparently. This is in the Santa Barbara news press. Don't they live in Santa Barbara? Prince Harry and Meghan Markle reportedly interested in Hope Ranch Estate. Now, I've looked up Hope Ranch Estate, and apparently it's a bit of a downgrade from Montecito. And this is written by Momus. Editor's note. The news press today is launching a new column, Rumours and Buzz, written by a journalist who has chosen a nom de plume, Momus. In Greek mythology, Momus is the god of satire and mockery. Okay, so make what you will of that, considering what I'm going to read. So I don't know if this is a parody or a send-up, but it is the Santa Barbara news press. The buzz around town is that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have either already purchased or are shopping for a very private estate in Hope Ranch, having determined that their Montecito mansion does not properly accommodate them. This comes amid a rumour that the Duke's father, King Charles III, is withholding a decision on whether to provide the Prince and Princess titles to the couple's children until he learns what his errant younger son will be exposing about the family in his upcoming book. Blah, 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 goes on about that. Yes, now this particular paragraph, it's about paragraph 5 down. If you go onto Google and look up Hope Ranch, you'll see this article. On another front, internet chatter suggests that the Sussex's PR company, Sunshine Sachs, dumped the couple after accumulating unpaid bills of up to $2 million, which after a tussle finally got paid. Now, I don't know if this is a parody or not, but I will show you the headline so you can see for yourself. That's going to be back to front, but if you hold it up in front of a mirror, Santa Barbara News Press, and that came out 53 minutes ago. What do you make of that? I couldn't possibly comment because I don't want to spread gossip or anything like that, but it is interesting. I never heard of Hope Ranch before. Anyone else ever heard of it? At first I thought, oh, they're buying a ranch. That's really cool. They're going to buy a ranch in the middle of nowhere. And maybe they will. I don't know. But what do you make of the $2 million owed to Sunshine Sachs? What do you make of that, Graham? Do you think?
Well, she's obviously spent all his money and he's got to sell up to recoup some money so that she can continue to spend it. That's what I think. He's going to be skint. He'd have to downgrade again and again and again until he finishes up in a basement flat.
It's a bit like The Fisherman's Wife, isn't it? It's one of my favourite fables, The Fisherman's Wife. And I'm sure you can all Google it, look it up, where the fisherman's wife just wasn't happy, had mansions, palaces, the magical fish kept upgrading her, until in the end the magical fish said, I tell you what, she can go back to her shitty little shack she had in the first place. Well, I don't know if he's running out of money or not. I don't see where their money comes from. I can't see them as being a hugely successful brand. I mean, what do they do? What do they do?
They just annoy people all the time.
Even with charity philanthropic efforts, you've got to make a living doing something.
Well, he's got to live off the fact that he's a royal, because otherwise he hasn't got any talent. He can't act, he can't sing, he can't dance. All he can do is get pissed, and anyone can do that. So that's all he's got going for him is the royal family, and he's fucked that off. So he's just got a lose-lose situation, isn't he, really?
I think maybe Meghan overestimated her appeal to Hollywood. Thought she was bigger and better.
Wants her. Nobody's interested.
But yeah, thoughts, opinions. What do you make of that? Look it up. Santa Barbara News, and that's their I presume that's their local rag.
don't
And
know.
I always said to Graham, of all the newspapers in the world, the most important to me was always the Argus in Brighton, because Brighton's my stomping ground, and you don't shit on your stomping ground. And that to me looks like their stomping ground. Do you know what I mean? Awkward.